Mommy, please tell me a story.
Let me tell you a folk tale from Meghalaya state. A new wife every week. There was once a merchant in Smith, a small town in Meghalaya. He had a shop which was the only source of his income. He had a growing up son. Bayan was well behaved and affectionate. However, he was too young to think and take decisions for himself. The merchant was a widower. His wife had passed away soon after she gave birth to their son. The merchant was aging and he wasn't sure how long he could live. So one day he called his son and said, Bayan, my dear son, a day may come soon when I will be no more, and you will have to look after the shop. However, unless you work hard, you won't make enough money to take care of yourself. I want you to lead a happy life. You must make 3 promises. Will you? Sure, father, said an obedient Bayan. Tell me, what could you want me to do? First, don't walk in the sun between home and the shop. Next, for your daily food, you should eat only rice. And thirdly, when you marry, you must take a new wife every week, said the loving father. As a dutiful son, Bayan made all 3 promises. But he was slightly bewildered. I shall do as you say, father, but I don't know how it will help me. Time will tell you, my son, said the merchant. You don't worry now. The merchant didn't live long after that. He died one evening, soon after he had returned from his shop. The funeral rites were duly performed, and Bayan, now a young man, remembered his promises. Don't walk in the sun between the house and the shop. Bayan wondered what his father had meant by that. The shop wasn't far away from the house, so he had a canopy built over the entire length of the street. It gave good shade from the hot sun. Now he doesn't need to walk under the sun. He had to spend a lot of money on the construction, and his friends made fun of Bayan about the wasteful expenditure. He merely told them, but that was a promise I made to my father. He remembered the second promise. Let rice be your daily food. Bayan found that it wasn't at all difficult to follow. Too, after some days, he began to find it monotonous. On some days, his friends invited him to their homes for a meal, but he gratefully declined the invitations. Suppose they served anything other than rice? The thought nagged him. I could then be breaking my promise to my father. However, he didn't disclose his promise to his friends. People with daughters of marriageable age found Bayan an eligible bachelor and went to him with proposals. But they were taken aback when they heard his condition. I shall marry your daughter, but she will be my wife only for a week. The father of the girl could then go away, but not before giving expression to his anger and disappointment. Bayan's strange condition kept away parents of equally eligible girls. Soon he became the laughing stock of the whole town. Mariam came to know of Bayan's strange condition but was somehow taken up by his determination. She decided to marry him and told her parents. They were horrified. If he sends you away after a week, what will happen to you? Don't be foolish, Mariam. We will find somebody else for you, they said. He won't send me away, replied Mariam with great confidence. You wait and see. Her parents then went to Bayan and invited him home to see Mariam. When he met her, he was carried away by her beauty and charming behavior. Being honest, he began telling her about his promises to his father. And I shall never deviate from them, said Bayan. I know all about them, said Mariam, smiling. Don't worry. The wedding was a grand affair. All of Bayan's friends had turned up, and the parents of Mariam served a good feast. As per the custom, Bayan was expected to take his bride to his house immediately after the feast. His friends accompanied the bride and the groom up to the gates and then went away after wishing them well. It will be a pity if he were to take her back after a week, they told each other. Mariam showered all her affection on Bayan on all the 7 days of the week. By the time he returned from his shop that evening, he appeared restless, and Mariam noticed it. But she went about her course as if nothing had happened. Tomorrow I will have to send her away. How can I break my promise to my father? This thought disturbed him all through the night. Morning came and he got ready to leave. Are not you ready, Mariam? Today I am not going anywhere, she said innocently. I have to take you back home. You know, that was the promise I gave to my father, and I can't break it, said Bayan. How foolish you are, remarked Mariam. Your father was wise and kind, and you will be silly to think that he could tell you to act in a way you will become the laughing stock of the town. What do you mean, Mariam? The simpleton that he was right from boyhood, Bayan couldn't make out what Mariam was trying to tell him. You mean those promises he wanted me to make? Yes, I was coming to that. Mariam interrupted him. When he said you shouldn't walk in the sun, he meant that you should go to the shop early before the sun rose and return home only after sunset. He wanted you to remain in the shop the whole day. And what did you do? You spent a fortune in putting up a canopy from home to shop. How foolish you were. Mariam paused for a moment before she continued. He told you to eat rice and only rice, isn't it? He really wanted you to eat what is necessary and not to be extravagant in your eating habits. And what happened? Even when your friends invited you to eat a meal with them, you refused such invitations for the sake of your late father. May his soul rest in peace. Now Bayan was staring at her, wondering what she could say about the third promise. Mariam explained, your father had only meant that you should treat your wife with love and affection. If you were to look at your wife every day, just like when you saw her first, she could appear to you like a new wife. Bayan now gave her a beaming smile. Mariam, I never knew you were so much wise than I could ever imagine. No, I will never take you back to your home, and you will always remain with me as my loving wife. Bayan and Mariam continued to live a happy life from the 8th day onwards.